Hello Zimbabwe, and welcome to another edition of Sports Amplified Zim. My name is Elson Ezra. It is always Namdara Lords that will help me dissect the issues and stories that are happening in the Zimbabwe Premier Soccer League. Ndara Lords. Bob Ndara. I say my running Ndara. And straight away we get into it. The Zimbabwe Premier Soccer League came down last weekend with Bikita, Yada, Greenfield and Kwekwe United going down, being relegated there. And just a reminder, Scottland FC were crowned the 2025 champions in the Zimbabwe Premier Soccer League. Ndara, any surprises for teams that are relegated? Bikita, Yada, Greenfield and Kwekwe?
At the end it was a nail-biting finish. I thought that Greenfield boys, they seemed like they were going to get something from the match. So it was very disappointing on their part not to escape. But I think for the rest of the other teams, it was a foregone conclusion, especially Kwekwe with the amount of points that they amassed. But the other teams, they were maybe still in the running, but so it was all merely a formality at the end.
It was merely a formality at the end for Yada, the anointing boys going down. They were fighting relegation for some seasons. Yada.
But
finally going down there. And we also have a little bit of news for you. And the big news for me, I would think we have a number of big news, but Ndiraya leaving Scotland in that. Shocker.
That unusual because you've won your championship, so that means you've done all the good work
and back to back
from Zimbabwe and then to that. So you would think that we should build from this momentum. You have momentum. You have assembled your squad. Let's go into the new season so that you can see how you maneuver it. But instead of that, they decide to leave. So it's good for him. He has something to say, but it's a very unusual decision. A very unusual decision.
A very unusual decision for Scotland there. Parting ways with a coach who has won the championship and won back-to-back championships with two different teams. That's Tondela India, they're winning it last year with Simba Bora and this year with Scotland FC. And rumors is that Michael Nis will be taking over from Tondela Indiraya or Callisto Pasua.
Okay, maybe that makes sense because Callisto, he's been doing very well in Malawi, and I think that
he's a winner.
He's a winner. So maybe they're going for the queue, especially in the African Safari. So maybe that's how they see it.
Maybe going for the queue in the African Safari. And still talking about Scotland and the African Safari, there's a lot of movement there at Scotland. Some names being thrown around. And my contracts they already signed. We have Jalai crossing the floor from Dynamos to Scotland, and Rubeba. These are two captains in Dara. Two captains from Islanders and Dynamos crossing the floor to Scotland. They really mean business. And Junior Makunik as well.
What they've done, what they've shown since they came in is that they have ambition and that they are not scared to throw money at players. So this is motivation enough for players. So I think it makes well for a super team, but then you're scared for the rest of the teams in the new coming season.
Scared for the rest of the teams in the new coming season. Whoever will be coming in to coach Scotland there will have all the resources at his disposal. Jalai and Rubeba, Junior Makunike all had very good seasons and most likely will feature on the calendar for 2025. Cape United and Ian Bakala also ended ties in that. Bakala did his job. The job was to save Cape United from relegation.
They are saying that maybe it's for Take Sure coming in, but then maybe Bakala they might be used in an assistant role, but he did well, not very good, but he did well to ensure that he got the team safe. So at the end of the day, that's what's good. But for a team like Cape United, which is a team which has title ambitions, unfortunately that is not good enough.
for a team like Cape United, who has title ambitions, it's not good enough what Ian Bakala did, but it was just good enough to make sure they survive the chop there. That's Cape United news. And from the Zimbabwe Premier Soccer League, we cross over to the Zimbabwe Warriors. Ndara, there is a 51-man provisional squad. 51-man provisional squad was released today by ZIFA. I don't know if Mario was involved in picking these players, but a 51-man squad was released today by ZIFA for Afcon. And some names in the Arama returns.
Yeah.
Some returns, we see Macaulay Boni, they return. Andrew name water also coming back. Your thoughts? Yeah.
The coach has gone on to say that he has a brand of football that he likes to play. Fast and the Furious. Fast and Furious. So I think that he wants to have all the players who have been in the national fold available, so he can see who are the best to implement his style of play. As you can say, some players already, they have shown that maybe they have a disinterest in his approach, so maybe he wants to have a large pool from which he can choose from. This is in essence a trial period now, so that he can see who he can implement his Fast and the Furious, Hobbs and Shaw type of football.
Fast and Furious, Hobbs and Shaw type of football there for Mario Marinica. That's the Warriors 51-man provisional squad for Afcon. And Macaulay Boni and Rino Mota making returns, as well as Alec Mudimu. You still remember Alec Mudimu?
Those are no forgotten names.
He's back in the provisional squad. And maybe the big news in the provisional squad, Kama Billiard is missing.
Yeah, well, I think what we have talked about in earlier editions and most of, I think for him as well, he has seen that maybe it's time to let go. For me, I personally do not understand why he came back when he first came into Scotland, because I think he was past his best days. As well, I think that the likes of Knowledge Msona, they are also past their best days. It's time to let the new guys have a go at it.
But Knowledge Msona, all the same, making the cut there in the 51-man provisional squad. And Tilipa Mdarapa provisional squad, Yema Warriors, we want to talk about the local contingent, Yema players. 12 Scotland players making the cut.
Well, I mean, as of now, the way that we've seen it, because they are picking the best players, they will obviously have a big sway in what happens in our national soccer is going forward. It's like you are in the big leagues. This is like your Bayern Munich's or your Madrid's or your Barcelona's. Once you just get into that team, you have a very good path on to the national team.
I don't know about that one. But Scotland, they a very good path to the national team is what Ndara Lodza is trying to say there. And Ndara, there are some local players who have been gone unnoticed and have been mentioned in the provisional squad. The likes of Abubakar Moffat, very good season. Very good season.
I think that the inclusion of players who have excelled like him as well. We know that he is in the part of he will make up part of the soccer stars of the year.
Definitely.
So these are the players that you give them a look and say, let's have them in the national team. Have them try it out, like of Kelvin Moore.
Yes, the likes of Kelvin Moore, they're getting the nod and getting the chance to give it a try there for Afcon, as well as Junior Makunike. These guys had very good seasons. I'm happy for Nigel Martina, Junior Makunike, as well as Abubakar Moffat, not to mention our top goal scorer, Washington Navaya there. Unlucky, believe it.
Unlucky, very much unlucky, because if you see what he did very well at Moss, he was showing that he has a knack for scoring goals, and he's one young man who would work well with. He should have gotten a call-up.
And maybe inconsistencies cost him the Dazabili Feremu. And with this Warriors news, the provisional squad for the Afcon, we come to the end of the program, and we'll be giving you news for the Zimbabwe Warriors preparations for the Africa Cup of Nations, which will begin in December there in Morocco. And we want to thank you for watching our program, subscribing, liking our videos. Thank you very much.